Right, we're back with another episode of the On The Bench podcast. I like to say it, the UK's #1 football podcast. It's me, Mr. Jaydan, your host. And on today's episode, he's meant to have a guest on, guy from Interlegends, does charity games, but due to certain circumstances, he had to cancel on us last minute. But so it's just me and Frank today. But yeah, on the bench today, his team ain't played yet. But
don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging.
I saw you as well. But my boys. I was there. I was in the Emirates. It was getting off. I was in the Emirates Stadium. Oh, what an atmosphere. That's my first North London derby as well. And yeah, people said the North London derby was like
Electric.
Remember, I've always said to you, the Emirates, it was still boring though. This is the it was the best I've been at the Emirates, but then it had a lot of boring moments where it's like fans are trying to sing the songs. Eberechi I can't sing the words because of you know why. I get shadow banned. But yeah, they're trying to sing songs and the fans are they're not singing along. And I'm like, come on, man.
Tourist, mate.
They need to do something about it because I went to Newcastle game as well on the Saturday. Atmosphere out of this world again. Like everybody's involved. And you go to Arsenal, another massive club, and you expect to feel that vibe, and it just don't hit, man. So they definitely need to sort that out down there. And I met the leader of the drummers. I was like, I gave him one of the flares on the bench podcast. I was like, he was like, do you know who I am? Yeah. I was like, nah, I don't know. Nah. Are you sure you don't know who I am? I was like, nah. He's like, I run that N5, whatever. And he was saying he wants to come on, but he was saying about the atmosphere. He said that's what they do. The drums
I've seen
now,
them. I've seen them. Yeah.
He said they need to get the
atmosphere going.
Yeah, because it's boring, man.
I think United brought in a singing section a few years ago.
Oh, you guys done that as well?
and it does help with the atmosphere because they lead the chants.
Yeah.
And they're next to the TRA, the Red Army as well.
Yeah.
Who obviously put out all the flags and everything. I think you'll get there. I think you will. I mean, the Tifo banner yesterday was quality.
Yeah. I did see something that Arteta was saying that he wants to get the atmosphere.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Because, good thing about having a manager as well that's played football recently. He's been to stadiums to see
what they do,
how it is. Do you understand that you've been? So he knows as a player playing at Anfield, how it is, and it's
abroad
rocket.
as well.
Europe, So he knows when you've got the 12th man, as in your fans behind
100%.
you. It's a big difference, man.
100%.
And Arsenal fans, we need energy, man. Seriously, guys, man. Like when you hear somebody singing. Sing along, like just me and my next guy singing. It's just like, I'm like, we always say we hate Tottenham, and then it's like no one else is singing. Like, oh, do we? Do we?
They're not that bad, are they?
Maybe we don't. No one's singing along. Maybe we don't. Like, come on, guys, man, let's sing along. But moving forward, the game, man,
big win,
massive win.
Yeah, big win.
Eze got his first Premier League hat trick. Against Tottenham, the team is meant to sign for. It's written in the stars. It all worked out. You got Thomas Frank as well. Who's Eze? He bloody well knows now who Eze is, mate. He knows who Eze is right now. What did you think about Arsenal's performance, though?
Do you know what? Speaking on Eze, so there was a sliding doors moment in the summer, in my opinion, where Eberechi Eze was very close to joining Tottenham, and Kai Havertz ended up getting injured for Arsenal in pre-season. And as soon as Havertz got injured, I remember I was at work in our restroom chilling at the time on break, and I saw the news breaking that Havertz was out with a serious injury. And then I was like, they're going to go for someone. They're 100% going to go all in for someone. And then I thought that you were going to go for a striker, because obviously Havertz is a number 9. And I know that you've got Gyökeres, but I thought you were going to go for another secondary striker. But when I saw you get Eze, I was like, I remember thinking to myself, this could be a massive transfer. Yeah. Sometimes in football, as I said, it's a sliding doors moment. There's something that just changes everything. And when Arsenal signed Eze, if you go back to the video, let it all work out. You know what? Arsenal over the years haven't got a lot right on the pitch. They haven't got a lot right off the pitch. But obviously recently they have on the pitch, and off the pitch, I thought that was brilliant. That video, the way that they announced it, Ian Wright's involvement and all that, the music, and And obviously, Eze being an Arsenal fan, and getting released from the academy at 13 and then coming back to the club, club of his dreams.
It's massive.
And bagging a hat-trick against the team that were supposed to sign him against Tottenham in a North London derby.
Come on, man. Like,
Massive.
that's like our biggest Premier League Like, it's just written, man.
Yeah. And do you know what? Like I said, I'm not just talking about the North London derby here. That could be a catalyst to very, very big things. Now, I know that Arsenal were always favourites for that, but you dominated them, man.
Yeah.
Tottenham had no bite. I know that Richarlison, to be fair, scored a world-class goal. That was unbelievable, that finish.
Super Mendy era.
Yeah, but he still had a lot to do, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like 40 yards out.
Was
but it was inch perfect. It was, the finish. But that's all they had the whole game. They had nothing the whole game.
And their away record is they've got the best away record.
Yeah.
So to come get bashed up like that, and they got one of the best away records is crazy. But back to Eze quickly. We've got a problem because when Odegaard comes back, what happens now? Because me personally, I prefer playing Eze. I think, like we saw yesterday, he lets off, he scores, he shoots. One of Odegaard's biggest frustrations for me, and I've heard a lot of other Arsenal fans say this, he doesn't shoot enough.
Yeah.
He goes to feign, he goes for the pass.
Yeah.
Where Eze, bam,
Yeah.
shot, and those are this is where he got his hat trick. So who do you start now? Like when Odegaard, do you leave Odegaard on the bench? I don't want to see Eze out on the left. I don't want to see that. Trossard's been playing brilliant as well.
Yeah.
Like normally I've used Trossard more as a super sub. But now he's like he's found himself again. He's loving football, on the ball, not just scoring goals. He just looks. He's a brilliant player. Man.
He's playing the position very, very well, and you can tell. I mean, Arteta's not starting him because he's not got options. He's got options. He's starting him because he's playing the position very well, off the ball and on the ball.
Yeah.
But I think I completely agree with you, Jay. I would be starting Eze over Odegaard all day. You know what it is of Eze? Him and Elise are cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
They've got that coolness, calmness, class, and coldness about them. They're just. I love players like that. I've said it on this pod before many times when he was at Palace. I love the way he glides with the ball. I was even saying for England to take him, like you have to have Eze in the squad. He just offers something different.
Yeah.
And you look at Arsenal's players. Gyökeres, Havertz, Martinelli, Trossard to a degree, Madueke, they're all action. They play on adrenaline, they play rush. But Eze and Saka, to be fair, as well, is like that. They're calm. They bring that calmness. Odegaard, you could say arguably as well, but I think Eze's got that. He's just got that in abundance, man. And I love a player like that.
Yeah, I want to see what when Odegaard does come back. I want to see what happens because I like this Trossard thing at the moment. I'm feeling it. I'm not feeling the Madueke on the left. I think we need to allow that.
I think that was just to fill in. To rest Trossard, to be fair.
Yeah, but Martinelli was on the bench. I know he just come up for injury as well. But we did see Arteta playing Madueke on the left and not taking off Saka. And we've seen Madueke is stronger on the right-hand side. So I would want to see the substitutions being Martinelli and Saka coming off. And then you've got two bombers now again. So you understand? Like, that's even more dangerous. You've got them two on the left and the right. So it's exciting to be Arsenal fan.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I was just going to say, and listen, I'm not being funny, but for years and years, I've been listening to Arsenal fans cry out for depth, for quality. And do you know what? This summer, you've gone and got it. You've gone and got Madueke, Zubimendi, obviously Eze, Gyökeres. You've gone and you've still got Jesus to come back. You've still got Havertz to come back. Obviously, Gyökeres is out, temporarily. But
Odegaard.
Yeah, you've got ballers to come back, man.
Our squad is mental. For the first time, like hopefully we have a full squad as well, like where everybody's fit at one time. And I'm gonna look at my bench and say, he can come on. Normally, we look at as Arsenal fan, we look at our benches like there's nobody that can come on and possibly change the game or do anything. But it's exciting times, man.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I can't wait.
About time, to be fair.
We've got a big game on Wednesday, Bayern Munich. It's another challenger one, man. I'm hoping we just keep the momentum going. And Harry Kane don't say you dunked on my boys, and he's on top form.
Yeah, he's on
Bayern
fire.
Munich on the whole are on top form. So I'm hoping that Arsenal can keep the momentum going and we get the win over. What's your thoughts on that game?
Tough game, I think. Really, really tough game to call. Bayern have been, as you said, firing this season. Harry Kane's been firing. Luis Diaz, Michael Olise. Defensively, they actually look better than they have in the past as well. Two very good young managers as well, Arteta and company. I think the fact that Arsenal are at the Emirates, number one, and the fact that it's Harry Kane coming back for Bayern will definitely get the crowd up. I think obviously Arsenal play well with the crowd up. But I can just see Bayern have been there and done it. Do you know what I mean? Like they've got players that have been there and done it. They're experienced. I can see a draw. I've said already. I know that Arsenal don't concede a lot of goals, but you don't play Bayern Munich every week. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I can see a 2-2. I can see a 2-2 there. Yeah.
Without Gabriel as well. Hopefully, I can't pronounce it. Hincapié. He looked solid.
Yeah, he looked good. It wasn't not that he had much to do because Tottenham weren't great, but he was good off the ball.
You can still make a mistake. You can still look nervous.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, I agree. No, he was good. He looked solid.
Yeah. He looks like a good player, man. Yeah. And then we've got another big game on Sunday. Chelsea away.
That's a massive game,
bruv.
Yeah. That's a massive game.
Some big games, bro. Yeah. Like, this is a big week for us.
It is. It's it's arguably a season-defining week for Arsenal because, in my opinion, if you go and get beat against Bayern and it knocks your momentum, and then if you go to the bridge and then you lose it knocks your momentum again. Not that it's going to be calamitous, but I think it will dent certain players' confidence, especially 100%. The younger players. Yeah. But I feel like if you can avoid, you don't have to win both those games, by the way, because the Champions League, you've won 3 out of 3 or 4 out of 4.
I think it's 3 out of 3.
Yeah. So you can even if you lose, it's okay. But
I can't see us losing.
Yeah, I can't see you losing. But I think it'd be a draw, and that's a decent result against Bayern. But you got to go to the bridge and try and avoid defeat. Obviously, you want to go and win the game, but
I think we'll beat them.
Yeah, you of course you're going to be favourites.
It's going to be a very good match
because they play Barcelona as well midweek. Tomorrow. Chelsea, tomorrow. Yeah. So they got a big game themselves.
So I think we'll beat Chelsea. I just got this feeling. Yeah, I just got this.
What would be a score prediction?
We've got a good record against them. I feel like 2-1
to Arsenal.
They'll get a goal, but we've got a good record against Chelsea. I was looking at it. I think they ain't beat us in like the last. Is it 15? No, it can't be 15 games. But it's a lot of games.
It's been a while.
But I looked at it like the last couple of seasons they ain't beat us.
Yeah, and Chelsea are inconsistent.
Yeah. And we're in form at the moment, so we'll spank them. But moving on anyway, let's jump into the Man City, not in Forest, Man City, Newcastle, Man City. I was there.
Yeah, you went, didn't you?
Bloody hell, man. Yeah, Newcastle, a good side, bro.
Yeah.
They're very electric, you know?
Yeah, they're all action.
It was really, really good game. Jacob Murphy, my boy. Have Harvey Barnes, baller. I might put him in my FPL.
He bagged both, didn't he?
Yeah, missed a sitter as well.
Yeah, he did.
He missed a proper
So
sitter.
did Foden, to be fair. You know, that game could have been like 7-4 or something silly.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was that kind of game.
Yeah, Foden missed a sitter. Haaland kind of missed. Pope made a little save.
Yeah.
Was that a penalty?
Yeah, on Foden.
On Foden, yeah.
All day and night. I know that the ball's kind of gone, but one of the reasons why the ball's gone wide is because he's scared of getting clattered. And then he did get clattered. He took him out. That 100%. I can't believe that wasn't given as a pen.
I think they didn't give it though, but it's because of he shot and then got clattered. So it's like there was no ball. You've taken your shot and then he's taking him out. But I had previously, I'm sure there's been penalties like that. Where
absolutely. Yeah, he's completely taken him out. And by the way, Newcastle's goal was offside. Bruno Guimaraes is offside. His toes offside. But that's what they've been.
No, but they gave it on the arm.
But you can't score with your arm, so it's got to be from the shoulder.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they've done that. And if you look at there's one clip that we saw that there's two different views. One where I can't remember who. I think Ruben Dias was jumping, and one where he's not jumping. So which one are you judging it by?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like for me, that was absolutely a home decision.
It's football, though.
Yeah, it's football. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, and City have had a lot. They've had a lot of luck.
They've won a lot. And won a lot. Back to Arsenal, sorry. Michael Oliver wasn't again. Tottenham didn't have a 12th man yesterday. That's what we was.
No, he didn't. He was a homer. So maybe he was a homer.
Yeah, so maybe City's luck's run out right now.
Yeah, it could
be. They didn't get the penalty.
Yeah,
you don't always have your luck. But Newcastle look well, man. And that's another title-defining moment, them losing that game for Arsenal because that's a hard place to go to. We had a hard game. We've won.
You went there and won as well. Yeah, you went to the St James's won.
The league's looking good, man.
It's Arsenal's league title to throw away now.
At 12 games in,
it doesn't matter. It's in your hands now. It's your title to throw away, in my opinion, because you've got the better squad than all the other teams. You've got obviously it is early days, but you're performing better. You've got more depth. You've got the best defense, arguably, well, probably in Europe right now, not just in the league. You've got a good young manager. The support is behind the club. Everyone is moving in the same direction. Yeah. Even there was a clip yesterday of Gabriel when you lot scored, I think the third or fourth goal. he's injured, he's on a subs bench, and he's going all out with his celebration. Obviously, you wouldn't have seen it because you were on the stand, but it went. It was shown on the TV, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, these are they're all together.
They're all together.
Yeah. And you need that. You need that to win a league title.
I still think it's early, man. Not like a lot of fans. Obviously, we had Marty on last week. He was like, "Get the bus out."
Yeah.
It's 12 games.
Yeah.
And it's what, 7-8 points?
7 points. Well, 7 points ahead of
Chelsea.
City, 6 points ahead of Chelsea, I think. But if Chelsea beat you guys,
3 points.
Yeah. But
it's not but it's and 12 games in. Yeah. So we've got another 30. No, my maths is going mad. How many got left? 12, 28 games.
Yeah, 20. No, 26
games.
26 games. You play 38. Yeah, 26 games left.
Yeah, sorry, 26 games.
So you're yeah, okay, cool. So you're about a quarter of the season through.
That's 26
but Jay, do you know what it is? I don't think many people can see Arsenal losing that many games.
But Man City can go on a run. And
yeah, but so can you.
All right, cool. Say that Arsenal don't lose, but we draw 3 games. Arsenal we drew against Sunderland.
Yeah.
We're going to come up against those Sunderland-y type of games.
Yeah.
A Brighton.
Yeah.
A Bournemouth.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but your squad can handle it now.
They at our ground could give us a little problem.
But Jay, again, I'll argue Liverpool are going to go through that. Man City are going to go through that.
Liverpool's out of it.
Okay, Man City are going to go through that. Chelsea are going to go through that as well. Their squads ain't strong as yours. They're just not. Unless City go and buy 2 or 3 top players in January.
And they will do that.
Yeah, but will they? I don't know if they'll get all 3, but they might just get 1. They might get 2. But are they going to change it? And by that time, they might be 10, 11 points behind.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's Arsenal's title to lose, is what I'd say.
I don't think you can say that, man.
Yeah. Arsenal odds-on favourites as well to win the title right now. So.
Yeah. What do you think is with City though, man? What is it that they're not? What is not connecting? Because they've got a good squad, attack-wise anyway. Let's just say. Do you think it's the midfield? Do you think they're missing the De Bruyne? Is something's not connecting because their squad is good. You look at their squad. You look at their team on paper. Ballers. So what is it that's not connecting? Do you feel like?
I mean, I think their goalkeeper. I mean, he made 2 or 3 brilliant saves yesterday. By the way,
yeah.
He's made a big difference, which is why they've actually pushed slightly up the table since he's joined. But the midfield, it just always seems like there's something missing, and we know who that is. It's Rodri. It's Rodri, and I'm talking Rodri from 2 years ago, not Rodri from sort of coming back at the end of last season, obviously. You know what I mean? Rodri from like 18 months ago who was winning a Ballon d'Or and whatnot. Massive player. And that's what players do. You take Declan Rice out of this Arsenal team, you'll see a massive drop-off. I'm sorry, but you will. I'm not saying that you'll go and lose games and this and that, but you won't be as consistently strong. You won't. Especially when you're going to St. James's Park. Especially when you're going to Anfield. When you're going to, whatever game you're big game, tough game, Bournemouth, for example. These teams that have got runners that will keep the ball. These are big players, man. And this is what world class. You're talking about a Ballon d'Or winner. You're not talking about a top 10 midfielder in the world. You're talking about the best midfielder in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you take that from any team, and you're gonna have problems.
Do you think Rodri's the main?
He's got to be. Yeah. It's not a coincidence, is it? Since he got injured, they've had a massive drop off.
Again.
Exactly. Yeah. So. I think he's a big cog in the unit, but you're absolutely right. De Bruyne is a massive difference. He's another match winner. Arguably the best attacking midfielder we've seen in the Premier League. Arguably, he's right up there. Do you know what I mean?
I think he is, man.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So
he's got to be. Yeah, I think
he's right up there. He's top 3, whatever. You know what I mean?
Reinders has gone very quiet.
He's gone. Yeah, he's been dropped recently.
Started
off
the season. Electric. Everybody had him in the FPL.
Yeah.
He slowly drifted out, and
let's not talk about FPL, bro.
You're having
shocking. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? It's one of those seasons where you almost give up. I'm waiting for Haaland.
Captain Haaland as well.
Yeah.
I took it. I captained him, brother.
All right. Well, hopefully you get some points because it will mean we win. But yeah.
Yeah, I captained him, brother. I took Haaland. I don't know. Something just told me to take him off this week. Liverpool as well, though. Battered. Slot, the pressure
should have been 4 as well.
Yeah,
could have been more.
The pressure's on for Slot now, though, man.
Yeah.
I think it's they're carrying this losing streak. They're gonna call for him out of here, man. They can't spend that much money on all these players for it to just not go how it's going. For it to go how it's going, and also Isak. We've got to talk about Isak because everybody's quick to talk about Gyökeres and Eze not meeting their level how they could be. Let's talk about Isak. What is going on with Alexander Isak?
Right, first of all, I called Slot getting sacked at the start of the season when we done our predictions. That was my hot take.
Yeah,
I said either Arteta or Slot. And Arteta made a bit more sense because obviously he's not won anything major for 5 years. Obviously now it looks like he might come to it. But I said either Slot or Arteta could lose their jobs this season if their teams flop. And it's looking like Jurgen Klopp. On a Slot for Liverpool. But going on Isak, do you know what, bro? I feel like he wasted too much time in pre-season, and I know that he wanted his move, and he was desperate for his move, but there's a way to do it. And I'm not gonna sit here and throw shade at the guy because there's other players that have done the same to join my club. All right, so maybe not to that level, but refusing to train, tell him that you absolutely won't play for the club ever again, and this and that. When the club's been good to you, they've looked after you, they brought you to the Premier League. The fans have pretty much worshipped you. You know what their fans are like with their, especially with their number 9s. They love their number 9s over at Newcastle. So for you to sit there and to behave the way you did, and I feel like it's caught up with him because physically he's not been at it.
Yeah, but he's had 3 months now.
What do you mean? Yeah, but I was gonna say mentally as well. If you start off poorly, it could just continue. Do you understand? Now he's probably doubting his own ability. The team's not playing well. They're defending poorly, so they're conceding goals. Then it starts to catch up with you. Like, have I made the right move? He's not played for a massive club yet. This is his first. Obviously, he's not come from Real Madrid. He's not come from Barcelona. With respect to Newcastle, big club, of course, but it's not at the elite level clubs. This is the first elite level club he's played for, and the pressure is massive. And the transfer fee as well, 120 million, 130 million.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money, man. It's the most expensive Premier League player of all time.
Yeah. It's a tricky one, man, because we all kind of called it at the beginning. Said, "Oh God, this looks crazy."
Yeah, everyone said Liverpool's going to win the league.
I didn't say that. I said that'd be crazy.
Okay, you didn't. I think. No, I didn't. To be fair, I said City, but a lot of people did say Liverpool.
We said there'll be. There should be a problem with Isak.
Yeah.
Just back to that point, man. You can have all of these superstars in one team, and it just doesn't.
Falls apart, yeah.
But then is it the manager? So there's loads of things that need to be looked into at Liverpool. And who do they bring in?
As a manager?
Yeah, you get rid of Slot. Do you bring Klopp back? I think he did say he's open to it. Who do you go for? Zidane?
No, Zidane will take over the France job in the summer, I think, after the World Cup.
He's going France. Who do you
Luis Enrique? Maybe Luis Enrique. Maybe Andoni Iraola from Bournemouth. He might be a name up there.
You don't want those. No disrespect. You want to... We've seen it, like, these managers, they don't come in and do that. They don't come in and...
It's a big club, innit?
Massive club. It's just like Thomas Frank at Tottenham. And
yeah.
There's that kind of level of... There's levels to this managing thing, I believe. Like, you go from Brentford to Arsenal. It doesn't really work, bro. You need like kind of tears.
But then
there's tears because the players. Remember it's the caliber of player that you're dealing with.
Yeah. And they'll say, "What have you won? What have you done?"
Come on, man. Like, there's levels to this. So, who do you bring in that can get this team going?
Well, if it was up to me, stick with Slot, man. Just keep going, Arna. Just keep going, bro. Yeah. Just keep going. But no, I mean, it's tough because I think there's now strong murmurs of like discontent among fans. A lot of fans want him out now. They're saying enough is enough. And remember, we said he won the league last season, which is a phenomenal achievement. But it was Klopp's team. Yeah, it was. But now, like, Trent's gone. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about certain players that aren't here anymore. But they've had a lot of exits. They've had a lot of change in terms of Kirkes, in terms of Frimpong, you know what I mean? He's had a. I mean, you talk about Kirkes. At least he's been available. Frimpong's been injured most of the season. Yeah.
I think getting rid of Luis Diaz was a mad one as well.
Yeah, they should have given him. He was on like 50k a week.
Serious?
He was on 50k a week, give or take.
Yeah,
he was on 50k a week. Yeah,
that was a mad.
Give an extra 100k a week, 150k a week, which was well worth it. He would have been. Yeah.
He was a baller, man. He's a threat.
He's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's all of that. Ekitike might not be happy
because
what as a Liverpool fan, how do you want it? I wouldn't want to start Isak. The way he's playing, he's Isak, he's a baller, don't get it wrong, but the way he's playing at the moment, Ekitike's got to start, bro. Like, why? And when Isak is starting, he's not doing anything. Time and time again. So how many times do you give this guy a chance to get the ball warrant, and you've got a striker on the bench that when he is playing, he's bagging and looks dangerous? It makes no sense to me.
I think they're trying to get Isak his first a goal or two just to get his confidence up. Because look, let's be real, let's have it right. Alexander Isak on his day is the top 3 strikers in the league. absolutely. Probably the top two, right?
Yeah.
And if they can get him going, he's a game changer because then he can start playing off him. He can make things happen himself. He can get you a goal from nothing.
But Ekitike is going right now.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. But they want to get him going. They want to get Isak going. They know that Ekitike will make things happen as well. But no, I agree. But I'm trying to play sort of devil's advocate a little bit here and to say, because you're right. I would still start Ekitike ahead of Isak right now.
100%.
Yeah, but they want to get him going. He costs 130 million. The longer this goes on, the more of a problem it's going to be. You know? And especially when you forked over 100 million on Wirtz as well. And now he's injured.
He's having a nightmare.
Yeah.
So this is the best player they've signed in that window so far is Ekitike, and that's the one they got on the bench.
He's second fiddle to Isak, yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
I think Slot's got to go, man.
You think he's got to go?
Yeah. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd want him out, man.
Well, they've lost, I think, 6 of the last 7 Premier League games.
It's crazy.
Premier League games or games in general?
I think it's Prem.
Is it Prem, is it?
Yeah, it's Prem.
I mean, that is... I'm sorry, but even when Ruben Amorim was getting pammed in the media, he didn't lose 6 out of 7. Like, I'm sorry, but that is an awful record. And listen, let's have it right. Liverpool are a massive, massive club. They're one of the biggest clubs in Europe. And that is not acceptable for them. So I hear what you're saying, but I think, again, I'll take it back to Amorim. Everyone's saying, he's got to change. Well, bro, you've got to change. You've got to sit there and go to something more stable. You've got to play an extra DM. You've got to play, bring Joe Gomez in. I'm not a big fan of Joe Gomez, but he can play centre-back. So play him right back. Play Robertson at left-back. You know what I mean? He's experienced. Bring a bit of understanding in.
The reason why Kirk is mostly playing as well, because Robertson's going to leave soon. So he has to get used to
But bro, you could be gone before Robertson leaves. You need wins. You need to get some results. Otherwise, if this continues for another 4 games, 3-4 games, he's in massive, massive trouble. Because if Liverpool miss out, Liverpool spent a lot of money, bro. You can't afford to miss out on Champions League. You have to get a Champions League or European football at least.
Who they got? PSV.
No,
that's Tottenham, right?
No, Tottenham got PSG.
Oh, Liverpool's got PSV.
PSV, yeah.
Are they playing tomorrow?
Yeah. So it's another. I mean, every game is a big game for Liverpool at the moment.
Yeah.
McAllister doesn't look fit. Their best player by far this season has been Szoboszlai for me. He's been incredible. Yeah, unbelievable player. And imagine he goes and gets injured somehow, or whatever. What are you gonna do then?
You know what Liverpool's having? They're having our type of season.
Yeah.
Loads of injuries, not connecting.
Yeah, but it's not just that though, Jay, because it's not like, okay, they're getting loads of injuries, you're right, but their the players that they're putting out personnel-wise, it's still first team. Do you know what I mean? You're still starting
Salah,
with... Alisson's back in the weekend. He had a shocker.
Yeah,
he had a stinker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you said, Salah's done nothing this season. And it's disappointing for their fans. Van Dijk's been poor this season. Van Dijk come out and had a bit of a go at Wayne Rooney and thought he was big. And okay, cool, bro. But what Rooney said was right. He was right. I'm sorry, but he was right. Rooney basically said, like, if you're the champions, you shouldn't be losing the way you're losing. And if you're the captain of the champions, then you should be, sort of getting the players together. And and now... This ain't a run-of-the-mill pundit, bruv. This is Wayne Rooney. He's won everything he's won Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, everything. He knows what it takes to be in a winning side. He's not being disrespectful. That's his job. He's being honest. And I'm not being funny, bro. But you look at these Liverpool players like and bear in mind, Van Dijk is the captain, so he's the leader. If you can't take that criticism, what have we been through over the last decade? Pogba, when you think of Maguire, when you think of all those flop signings, Anthony, Carragher on set every week, pamming our players, pamming our managers.
What did Van Dijk come out back and say, sorry?
Oh, yeah. He said something, I'm sort of paraphrasing, but said something along the lines of, oh, yeah, I think I have been doing it. And, when certain pundits step up and say this and that. Okay. He took it and they're standing right next to each other. And Rooney just smiling and laughing. And, as I said, he's doing his job. But you can't. And then you go and lose the next 3 games after that. So he was right.
He's right about what he's saying. Yeah.
Do you understand?
He's definitely right. You can't be champions and be losing in that
like
manner.
that. You can't. You can't. And I remember when United won a league in 2013, and then Sir Alex left, and then we finished 7th for the second season under Moyes. That was a bad season for us, but we were still getting results, man. We were still winning some games, but to lose 6 out of 7, it's bad, man. And Liverpool fans, I feel for you guys, man. I do, because it must be horrible for you lot, man. And that's coming from a Man United fan. You know what I mean? It's not a bad time. It's not a good time to be a Liverpool fan.
I know, but I got my boy Menace. He's see last season he was on to me.
He's grilling you.
I said, bruv, karma. I said, karma, brother.
Yeah.
I said, trust me. I said, what's next season? I'm gonna get the WhatsApp, son.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna get you, bro.
Yeah.
And he laughed,
No,
bro.
they're struggling a lot, man.
Yeah,
They're struggling a lot.
It's coming, man. You lot are playing. Well, obviously, you lot are playing by the time this is out.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? How do you think? Amarin's doing alright? He's doing alright now, though, man. I was chatting to some Man United fans out when I was out. They said they're Amarin in as well. They said they like where you lot are heading in the right direction. It's looking positive. Do you make some signings in January, or do you wait till the summer and get rid of some players and then go in properly?
Do you know what, bro? It's a very good question. I think it's going to be difficult in January. It always is. But on the way in, I was speaking to my brother today. My brother's never happy, by the way, with Man United. You know, bro.
Neither are you, bro.
Yeah, no. But, bruv, trust me, compared to him. No, but I was saying to him, you know what? I mentioned this on a pod quite a while ago. There was a game that we played under Ollie a few years back. And I remember at the time, Ollie was struggling. And when we were playing against big opposition, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, he was playing an extra midfielder in there, or a defender. When we were playing against a team sort of lower in the league, he was putting an extra forward. And the results still weren't great. And although, you know, with respect, I know Michael Owen hasn't always been the best rated pundit. He said something and it stuck with me. He said, that's not how you play football. You play football by setting up your team the way you want to play. You have no sort of, what's the words? You don't change. You don't compromise, really. You play how you want to play, and then you weed out the weak. So the players that aren't fit for the system, you take them out.
Yeah.
Right. That's what Amarim done last season.
Okay.
And that's what he said. I remember we beat Everton, funnily enough, 4-0 at Old Trafford. And everyone was gassed. All the United fans saying, "No." He said, trust me, there's a storm coming. He goes, you know, he could foresee what was to come. And people have been obviously slating his system and his formation and everything. And, you know, fair enough. There's arguments there. But he's stuck with the way he wants to play. And now you can see he's brought in people like Mbumo. He's brought in a goalkeeper who's been steady so far. I wouldn't say he's been brilliant, but he's been steady. He's been an upgrade, yeah. Obviously, Cunha, we're yet to see the best of, but he's been steady as well. And you're seeing improvements in the team. So now, I look at my team. We can tell that we need a left wing back, because Ahmad's doing a great job at right wing back for me, or very good job. You need a central midfielder, maybe even two. Yeah, and you look at someone like Eddie Anderson, he will fit our midfield like a glove.
Speaking about central midfielders, I was reading it today that you look to stick with Casemiro.
Yeah, on reduced wages, yeah. I think Amarim really likes his leadership, and because remember, like, there's a very good chance that if he doesn't leave, maybe Bruno will leave in the summer. Potentially, yeah. I know that would be a massive, yeah.
How do you replace him?
Yeah, I know you're right. It's difficult.
These are the things where it's like you bring in an Elliot Anderson, you're like, yes, our midfield, but then Bruno goes.
Yeah, Bruno goes. Yeah.
Then it's like so you filled one void, but then you got another void here now. So it's like you want to kind of keep your best players.
No, I agree, man. I just feel like because Bruno's on obviously big wages, he's getting on a bit now. I think he's going to be 31. I agree, man. I've said it, but last time you put Bruno, you take Bruno to Serie A or La Liga, he'll ball until he's 38. Yeah. 100%. He's at that level. But no, I wouldn't sell Bruno personally. I love Bruno. You know, he's my guy. But I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to change things up in terms of not be over reliant on Bruno. Like this season, Bruno's been good. He's not been great. He's been good. But Mbumo's come up with winners. Do you understand? Like you've had Ahmad's come up with winners.
Do you know what I'm finding though? It's funny you say that. Saka ain't been that good this season.
But other players have stepped up.
Salah hasn't been good that season.
Right.
Bruno hasn't been really. These are kind of players that in their squads are normally the go-to guys, and they're having. But other guys are stepping up. So maybe it's just that time, man. You have periods where people are performing, and maybe it's just not their time to perform.
I think the other thing that the club have to consider is he at the beginning of his decline, Bruno, where you can't really tell right now, but in 18 months you'll see. Like a bit like Salah, you'll see a decline, and they're thinking if we can get 60, 70, 80 million for him now, whereas in 18 months you'll be worth 30 million, 25 million because you'll be 32. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Saudi are calling, you know what I mean? Literally, they're you know, what is it, 700k a week they were offering.
Who'd you bring in though?
Well, I think if it depends who leaves.
And remember, because you lot are playing him in that
Eight position,
role,
yeah.
So then, who'd you bring in?
Well, Belieber and Elliot Anderson are the two names most likely.
But remember, sorry to cut you. But remember, Bruno can play in that 10 as well. So he's like you need somebody that can, I reckon, that can play them
academy.
two positions.
They're looking at the academy as well
to bring in people.
They want to promote from the academy again, and I feel like, I hope, I could be wrong, but I hope we're in for Semenyo in January as well, because I think he's a proper player.
To play where though?
To left. Well, see, this is the funny thing. I agree with you to play where, but if you are gonna qualify for Europe, you need rotation, man. Look how many options Arsenal have got now. Where are you gonna play all these players? But you need 5-6 options.
Semenyo's not sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I don't say he's going to sit on the bench, but you've got...
Yeah, but then you got Cunha that's going to play left.
Yeah, you got Cunha.
Cunha's not sitting on the
bench.
bench.
But he can play as a false 9. Cunha can play as a... You can rotate. What Amorim likes is players that can play on different positions. So you could play him left wing back, depending on who we're playing against. Like a bit like Ahmad. Yeah, Ahmad plays right 10.
Quite well,
sometimes. Say that again?
I think Semenyo will play
left 10 or left wing back. Yeah.
Left wing back.
But it depends who you play. Because what he likes to do is play one winger and one fullback, if that makes sense. So Dalot, Ahmad, Mazraoui, Semenyo. And if you're chasing a game and you 1-1 at Old Trafford, and you've got two strong central midfielders, i.e. Belieber and Anderson, with 3 centre backs, you can play 2 bomb-in wingers, Ahmad and Semenyo. Does that make sense? It gives you that balance. Yeah, exactly. So, but this is what I'm saying. You need the options. Liverpool have got Gakpo, they've got Salah, they've got Ekitike, they've got Isak, they've got Wirtz that can play high up. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal, obviously, we've listed the options. They've got City, have got various options. Chelsea have got loads of options. If you want to, because you're not just going to play in the Premier League. If you get to Europe and cup competition, you need options. Plus, as I said, you've got the academy as well. So, look, I'm not saying it's going to happen because I think there's other clubs that will be in for Semenyo. Maybe put him, put better offers.
We could possibly be in for him.
I think you've got too many options now, especially because Trossard's playing well now. Trossard, Madueke, Saka. What happens with Ranieri?
He plays on the right, don't he?
But Semenyo can play on the right as well. He can play both sides.
Yeah, no, but
Eze drifts out to the left when Odegaard comes in.
Yeah,
Martinelli.
Our left side's covered.
And from my sorry to cut you. My understanding is you lot spend a lot of money in the summer. You're looking at outs. You need to get 1 or 2 outs now. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing. I could be, I was listening to the Athletic podcast the other day.
I think you're right. No, but then again, we're more gonna look for. If we get a left winger, it'd be like a striker predominantly. Yeah. But he can play out. Yeah. On the left.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
Someone like Cunha, for example, would have been perfect.
He can play there because if Gyökeres gets injured or have a
he can fill in there. Yeah.
And he can play out there.
Yeah. Whereas Semenyo, he's better.
He's just a winger.
Yeah. He's better facing the play rather than up against the. Yeah.
We need another striker because we can't be playing Marino.
But I think Havertz will be back soon, and then Gyökeres will be back soon. Then you've got almost like too many options again. Do you know what I mean? Once everyone's fit, like Jesus is still there.
Jesus possibly could be out to West Ham. There's rumours in January.
Oh, really?
If he plays, that's if he's
back and fit. Okay. Yeah. But again, like I said, I think you've got not too many options. It's a good dilemma to have, but you've got a lot of options now. And Max Dowman's still coming through as well. Ranieri, he's barely getting any game time. This is meant to be his breakout season, really.
Yeah, but you lot need more of a replacement for Bruno. Like I said, if he goes, that's where you're going to find the problem replacing.
But I don't think it's going to be a direct replacement, Jay. I think it's going to be number 8s that can do everything. Hence why they're looking at Belieber and Anderson, because they're all over. They're all action. And then you can bring in, like I said, a Semenyo. Then you've got Cunha. Then you've got Mbuma, and rely on them to create and score goals.
Why did you let him go?
That's another story. I mean.
Did you rate him?
I like Scott McTominay. Yeah, he's an academy boy, man. He's obviously he wasn't showing. Look. He
was showing that potential.
As in he was bagging goals, but misprofiling again, man. You're playing him as a 6. You're playing him as a
scoring still. Though.
Yeah, like he would be perfect in the system, by the way, as a number 10. He'd be perfect in the system.
I said it to you like when you were like, I was a big fan of, but I couldn't understand.
It was also PSR. It was also PSR, bro. It's like you're not letting Smith Rowe go at the time. Do you know what I mean? It was down to PSR.
Looking at it.
Yeah. In hindsight, of course. Yeah.
We thought. I love Smith.
But bro, Serie A isn't at the level of the Premier League, and I know he was doing it
in the Prem though.
I know, but
say that, bro.
But he
was doing it in the Premier League.
No, I agree, but Scott McTominay, I don't know if he'd be as effective in that 8 position for us.
He would.
He'd be better in the 10. Yeah. Look, it's they needed the money. Yeah. They needed. This is what I'm saying, and this is the problem with PSR.
He was scoring goals. He was scoring goals at Man United.
Important goals as well. Yeah. Yeah.
important
Winners.
goals. Winners. He's done it at Scotland the other day.
Yeah.
The bicycle
Yeah.
kick. Napoli. He's a baller, man.
Yeah.
It baffles me, man. But it's football, innit? They do this, like you said, misprofiling, where you like, how are you letting this player go? It's like, and they miss youth talent. It's like, I don't know, man.
Well, Garnacho's another one. Obviously, at Chelsea, he started to bag some goals and assists and everything.
I don't know.
But you know what?
I don't rate him.
Cool. But I guarantee you at the end of the season, you'll all of a sudden see he's got like, I don't know, 16 or 17 goals and assists this season. You're like, how's he done that? He does that, man. He gets goals and assists.
I just think he's like, there's a player there, but I just can't
Similar to
see
Martinelli,
it.
would you say?
Yeah, there's something there, but it's just, I think that their ceiling's just, this is just their ceiling. Like,
Yeah.
Is that Saliba? Like,
No, come on. Nah, come on, bro.
No,
Saliba's
let me
yeah.
land, bro. Like,
Go on.
Saliba's a baller,
Yeah.
but everybody was rating him higher than Gabriel, and I used to say, no, Gabriel's the guy.
Yeah,
Trust me. And
yeah.
then you start to see now, Gabriel's ceiling's here, and then Saliba's a bit here. And I feel like it's the same with
But how old is Gabriel? 28? 29?
27.
Is 27? 27, 28?
27.
Saliba's what, 22, 23?
24 maybe, no?
23, 20. Yeah, but
23,
remember
24.
2-3 years ago, Gabriel was making a couple of errors, mistakes here and there. I think Saliba will polish up
Yeah, but that was like
eventually.
his first kind of season with
First couple of
Arteta
seasons.
and-
The first couple of seasons,
Yeah,
I would
but
say.
remember, this was the rebuild, and Saliba still had time, and he still got that. It's just that missing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep talking about Arsenal, but just that
Yeah.
missing it for the same with Garnacho. I feel like it's just that missing.
You can't put your finger on it, innit?
Yeah, they're just.
But he's young. Garnacho's 21, I think. He's still young, man. He's got... The one thing I'll say about Garnacho, he's got that arrogance, that belief in himself, which a top-level footballer should always have, in my opinion. They should always have.
I can't see him. I can't.
Yeah, let's see, man.
You know why
Let's
as
see.
well? Do you know another thing? There's elite ballers that have a drop off, and they just don't. It's the Sanchos, and they just don't do what
Yeah.
they're meant to do. Smith
Yeah.
Rowe's another one. Like, he was a baller. Smith Rowe's up there. Should be
When he was younger, yeah.
Yeah, he should be gone, but he's had a drop off, and I just feel like Garnacho's going to be one of those players where
We'll see.
Should have been.
I disagree. I don't know if he'll hit the highest of ceilings, but I think he'll be I think he'll be a very, very good player. I can see Garnacho leaving Chelsea in the next 2 years or whatever to go to a big club, like another bigger club as well, for like 60, 70 million. I can see it happening.
Like abroad.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona.
Yeah, but then that's not the Prem.
It's not the Prem, but you can't sit there and say Olise's not a baller because he's balling out for Bayern Munich. You
He's
can't say
balling out of Crystal Palace.
yeah, but as I said, Garnacho's still done. He's done
He
bits.
hasn't balled out.
Yeah, but
He
he's
hasn't
younger though.
balled out.
That's what I'm saying. He's younger. These
How
are
old
more
was he?
experienced.
He was 22.
22, 23.
I
Yeah.
mean, he was at Palace. At the same
Yeah,
age. And he was
I mean,
bought-
different.
but there's
Obviously,
levels.
at least there's a different player. He's got a bit more poise about his game. He's got a bit more. It's like I was saying about Eze. They've got that composure, that coldness about
Yeah,
their
they're
game.
ballers.
Yeah, but Garnacho's more all action. He's like a Pedro Neto. He's like a Martinelli. They're that kind of player, you know. And that might be the reason why you don't rate them as highly because they don't have that, as I said, that calmness, that chill. But he could develop that in his game somewhat, you know.
No, Neto's levels. He's a baller.
Yeah, but
His output, do you know what is it like? Statistically, his stats. It's one of those weird ones where his stats ain't all that. But when you watch him play football, he's like,
he's all action.
yeah, he's a threat. He looks
Yeah, but
dangerous.
again-
I don't
again-
get that. I don't get that with Garnacho. You get
Not
it
yet.
every now and
Not
again.
yet.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Jay, I
Yeah.
promise you, I've been watching this kid for a long time now, especially at the academy as well. I watched him there. He's a problem, man. Trust me. Just trust me. He's a problem. And I could be very wrong. You could be right in 2 years, 3 years.
I'm pretty right.
And no, I hope you are. No, do you know why I hope you are? Because we've sold him for 40 mil. So, no, I'm not joking. I hope you are. I hope I am wrong. But from what I've seen, I think he will still be a very, very good player, very useful player. And there'll be a lot of clubs looking at him in a couple of years, I think.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Let's do some predictions before we wrap up.
Yeah, go on him.
So,
For the weekend, you mean?
we'll start off with Chelsea Arsenal. We're gonna start off with Sunday games. I'll get rest up.
Yeah.
Go on.
Is Chelsea Arsenal on a Sunday or is it on
Sunday 4:30.
Sunday,
We'll
okay.
start backwards.
go on then?
Go on, you go first.
Chelsea Arsenal, I'm gonna go 1-1.
1-1. I said 2-1 already. I'm going
Yeah.
2-1
All right,
Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
I'm going Saka's drew a goal, my boy. If you don't score this weekend, you are out of my FPL, my boy.
Madueke in, yeah?
Nah, I'm gonna put. I don't know.
Eze in.
Nah, I'm gonna go. No, non-Arsenal.
Yeah.
Right. So we started off with Sunday. So we'll go West Ham Liverpool.
West Ham had a decent start against Bournemouth and then drew. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. I think Liverpool will get a bit of momentum against PSV, and West Ham haven't been great at home. So I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool for that one. I think Liverpool get a win.
2-2. I'm going 2-2. I'm going to go draw.
Okay.
I think West Ham will just do that dodgy stuff and it should just be a draw. Nottingham Forest Brighton.
Oh, that's a good game. That's a tough game to predict. I'm going to go 2-1 Forest. I think Sean Dyche has got Forest playing. He's defending well.
Again as well, innit?
Yeah, but I feel like Danny Welbeck, he's that guy, man. Danny Welbeck, he always gets his goals. So I'm going to go 2-1 Forest.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I'm going to go 1-0.
I was going to go 1-0, but I've gone
1-0.
Forest to edge it.
Aston Villa Wolves, that derby?
It is, yeah. Black, I think, is it Black Country? I could be wrong, but yeah, it's like, no, but Birmingham, really, yeah. No, Black Country's West Brom, sorry,
So
yeah.
they're close.
Birmingham,
yeah. Aston Villa Wolves, yeah. Aston Villa's at home.
4-0 Villa, I'm going to go.
4-0 Villa?
4-0 Villa, yeah. Villa are actually in form, and Morgan Rogers is in form at the moment. He scored 2 very, very, very good goals on the weekend. I'm going to go 4-0 Villa.
Choose a derby game, I'm going to go 2-1.
Yeah?
Derby, you don't know derby.
I think Rob Edwards is going to be under pressure at Wolves very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-1 Villa. Crystal Palace, your boys, 12 o'clock. Sunday, 12 o'clock. We've got a Sunday kickoff.
Oh, is it at 12 o'clock on Sunday?
Yeah, what's going on?
Man, that's a really, really tough game, man.
3 games on a Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, man, to be honest. Palace defend so well. My head tells me Palace win. My heart tells me
Palace, no, I was going to say
draw. I'm going to say 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, you got to back it. I'm going 2-1 Palace. I think Mateta dunks on you. I think you lot get a goal, but I think Palace win. 2-1. All right, Spurs, Fulham, 8 o'clock kickoff Saturday night.
That's another good game. I'm going to go 2-2. I think it's a London derby, and I feel like Spurs are playing midweek, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing midweek. I think
true.
they're not very good at home, Spurs, but I don't think Fulham are great either, so I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2. I'm going to go 3-1 Spurs. Everton, Newcastle, 5:30 kickoff.
Oh, that's another good game, man.
There's some good games.
Yeah, there are. Newcastle playing midweek as well, aren't they? Or are they this week? I don't know, yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle. I think... No, I can't. No, I'm going to go 1-1. I think that'll be a draw.
1-1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3-2 Newcastle.
3-2.
I reckon Newcastle I reckon there'll be goals in it. 3-2. Sunderland, Bournemouth. That's another good game.
That's another good game, yeah.
There's some good games this weekend.
You know what? I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth. And I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth because Sunderland, I think Fulham were a much better team against Sunderland the other day. And I feel like, I know that they're at home, Sunderland, but I feel like Bournemouth play very well away. They tend to put in performances away. They just play the same way. And I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. I know 2-1 Bournemouth as well.
Yeah.
Man City Leeds.
4-0 Leeds. 4-0 Man City. 4-0 Man City. Haaland hat-trick. If he starts, because I put down Leeds to get relegated at the start of the season, to be fair. And the other day, I watched them against Villa. They played well for about 45 minutes. And then they just ran out of steam completely at half-time, 50 minutes. And I said to my mate, shout out Dino, man. He's a Villa fan. And I said to him at half-time, they were 1-0 down. I said, there's something in this for you lot. I said, if you lot score in the first 15 minutes, you're definitely going to win this game. And don't get me wrong, it was a really good game. It was all action. But I just felt like Villa always had control of the game in the second half. So I'm going to go 4-0 City.
I'm going to go 7-0 Villa. I mean 7-0.
7-0?
Yeah, I reckon they're going to just spank them up, bruv. You know, like...
They're going to put on a show, innit?
Yeah. It's back at it, yeah. Like you said, Haaland hat-trick.
Do you know what?
4 goals.
I'll change it. I'm going to go 4-1 City. I think Leeds might get a goal. It'll be one of those ones where it's like 1-1 and they get hope and then all of a sudden City smoke them.
I'm putting City players in my FPL that weekend. They're going to matter.
Yeah.
It's written in the stars. And last one, Brentford, Burnley. The Bees, 2 Bees.
2-0 Brentford. I think they'll have too much physicality for Burnley.
I'm going to go... I reckon like 0-0 or 1-0 Brentford.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to go draw. 0-0.
I'm going to go 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 Brentford.
0-0. All right, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please like, subscribe, comment. share. You lot ain't liking. I need to put it at the beginning of the show, maybe. Like.
Yeah.
So please like, subscribe, comment, and hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll be back next week. We've got a guest on. So yeah, see you next week. Peace.
Cheers, guys.